welcome to this week's video. This week I am going to be doing a disappointing products video. My second one. I have done one in the past and I've decided to do another one today. So I'm going to be showing you, there's not that many things. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 4 things. Well, technically 7 things. 3 of them are the same thing. It'll all make sense in a minute. So I'm going to start with hair, and usually I'm quite lucky with the stuff that I buy for my hair. I usually really like it, or it'll work well, but I just won't like the smell of it. But this was something that I was really looking forward to using and was just kind of like, oh, that didn't really do anything. So it is the Herbal Essences Be Strong Strengthening Intensive Mask with honey and apricot extracts for damaged hair. If you follow my blog or you subscribe to this channel, you will have probably seen or read my review on the Herbal Essences Be Strong shampoo and conditioner, which is like the rest of this collection. I think there's like a hair oil or something as well. But I got this because I loved the shampoo and conditioner so much, and I was like, this won't let me down. It'll give me beautiful, silky, soft, shiny locks, and it did nothing. It sort of set alarm bells ringing when I read sort of how to use it, because it says, from root to tip, while you're in the shower, rinse and feel silky just once a week will do. Usually ones that you sort of have on in the shower or ones that don't have very specific instructions, I find in my experience tend to not be that good. It's basically like a glorified conditioner. It does smell amazing, I have to say. It smells exactly the same as the shampoo and conditioner. It's really thick. It is a little bit runny, but I basically shampoo my hair and then I'll put this on all over and leave it for a bit and then wash it out just like I would a conditioner, and it just didn't do anything. I just didn't notice any benefit to it at all. In fact, I preferred to use the conditioner instead of this, and this should be more moisturising than the conditioner, surely, if it's a mask, but it's not. It doesn't do anything. And I was kind of like, oh, well, you've let the Be Strong line down, haven't you? Moving on to makeup, I have 2 sort of foundation-y type things. One of them is a powder which I bought to try and replace my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, which I have been using literally for years, since I was about 13, 14. And I thought, no, you know what, I'm going to stray away, I'm going to try something new. Well, that has put me off trying anything new, because this is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I usually lend this to friends because I just don't like using it. And this one is in, what shade is it in? 120 Classic Ivory, which is the palest shade that they have. I tend to use powders to sort of get rid of some shine. And I noticed when I used this in a video as well that I was just so shiny. Like, it didn't do anything. And I didn't even notice that my foundation was lasting any longer. It just didn't really do anything. It was sort of, you put it on your brush and then you put it on your face, and then 5 minutes later it's just gone. It just doesn't stay, and I was just really disappointed. I also didn't like the fact that it has this little poofy thing. I just don't get, why would you put that in there? This is just a waste of money. It doesn't do anything. I even tried it with the poofy thing, and obviously that didn't work any better, so stupid poofy thing. You get a little mirror in it, which I suppose is consolation prize, but overall wasn't impressed. And yeah, was just really disappointed. So that's the Fit Me powder, 120 in Fair. Next thing, you will have probably seen or read the review I did on this, and this is the Max Factor Face Finity All Day Flawless 3-in-1 Foundation. Primer, concealer and foundation in one. This has an SPF of 20, which I was quite impressed about. That sort of drew me in a little bit with the hot weather and stuff coming up. This one is in Light Ivory, again with the clear lid. What is it? Why have you done that? Like, clear lids are just, no. They just get dirty really quickly and they're just pointless. But I do like the pump of this. But that's pretty much all I can say about it. It does lock as well, which I only figured out really recently. So you don't actually need the lid. You can throw the lid away, but then you've got the pump, which is all dirty, and that's going to get stuff dirty. But yeah, the packaging was the only thing that I was actually sort of impressed with. I didn't like the colour of it. it oxidizes as well, which I really hate because I'm very pale. If anything oxidizes, cannot get away with it at all. I kept having to put my Stay Matte powder over the top just to lighten it up, but it would literally be about 10-20 minutes and it would have oxidized, it would have gone darker, and I was kind of like, oh. I wasn't impressed of how drying the product was. I wasn't impressed with how much it clinged to like dry flaky areas, and I just wasn't impressed with it. I'm not impressed with the colour range, I'm not impressed with the fact that it oxidizes. It's not a cheap foundation. I think this costs about £10 or £11. So for that much, for a drugstore high street foundation, I would expect it to be top of the range, and it just wasn't, and I was really disappointed with it. So yeah, that is the Max Factor Facefinity All Day Flawless foundation. And another thing from Max Factor, and usually I quite like Max Factor, but they've not impressed me lately. And these are the Max Factor mini nail polishes, and I have this one, which is in, what colour is it in? I actually don't know. Oh, Fantasy Fire this is called. Fantasy Fire, and I have it in, what does it say? Sunny Pink. The writing is tiny on these things. And this one is in Soft Toffee. And I got these because I hadn't really tried any Max Factor nail polishes, and I was really drawn to these two. This one looks absolutely gorgeous. So does this one. It's like a really pearly pink. And I got this one because I needed another nude colour, so I got this as well. But I'm just not impressed with the formulation of them. They're really watery, and I don't know whether they're meant to be, but to get my nails that colour, it took, I think it was like a record-breaking number of coats. I think it must have been about 5, maybe 6 coats of this to get it that colour. I even tried to use it as like a top coat, because I thought, oh, maybe they're just not meant to be used on their own. Maybe they're meant to be used as top coats. So I tried that, and yeah, still wasn't very impressed with it. If you have the time and patience to sit there and put 5 or 6 layers of this stuff on, it is absolutely gorgeous. I had so many compliments when I was wearing this. Such a gorgeous iridescent blue and purpley, greeny, rainbowy colour. But the formulation is just so rubbish, and I was just so angry. It's like a love-hate, because I love the shades, but they just don't work, and it's so frustrating. So that is all of my disappointing products. I don't really have that many because, I don't know, I just do a lot of research before I buy things, so I don't tend to be disappointed that often. But yeah, they're the ones that I've been disappointed with the most in the past couple of months. So that is all for my disappointing products this time around. I will probably do another disappointing products video in the future, but hopefully not for a very long time, because that means I would have wasted a lot of money. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, that would be fine and dandy. And I also have an Instagram as well, and remember to follow me on blog Loving. You can check out my blog if you want. There's loads of reviews and extra little tidbits over there, so you can go and check that out if you like. And I will see you on Tuesday for a tutorial. Goodbye. And I was really impressed with the shade ranges of the True Matte foundation. They have pink tones, yellow tones, they have fair skin, they have dark skin.